everybody, my name is Alanna from Table, and I'm here today with our friend Natasha from the Yarra Libraries. We're going to be making just a really simple veggie soup. We're going to be using some broccoli and potato as well as leeks, and we might even add in some of these split peas for a bit of protein as well. So soups are really great for reducing your food waste at home because you can use lots of different ingredients that you might have lying around. You can also even use vegetables that you've already roasted. So yeah, it's a really great way to use up things you have at home.
What's the staple for a really good soup?
I think the staple for a really good soup is to just have a nice variety of different ingredients, or at least having some aromatic ingredients. So something like leek or onion, they're really good to have on hand. But if you don't have those, you could use a spring onion, or you could use a stock that you might have made, you know, beforehand, or something from the cupboard. I've even used dried onion flakes as well in my soup, just to add that nice flavor. As well as any kind of herbs and things. So having some nice aromatic things to add to your broth is really key for a really nice tasting soup. And then in terms of what you've got lying around at home, you can use anything really. So you can use bits and pieces of different vegetables that you have lying around. So if you've got like a little bit of pumpkin or a little bit of potato, you can just add those to make a really yummy soup. And if you've got random like legumes and pulses like sitting in the bottom of a jar, you can also add those to add a bit of protein and to bulk it up as well and make it nice and thick and creamy.
Well, I'll get chopping with this broccoli.
Amazing, I'll start on the leek. So leeks get pretty dirty, so we'll give these a wash as well before we cook with them.
And I'm just chopping up these broccoli into little pieces. Is that good?
Yeah, that's great, because then they won't take as long to cook. So after we've finished chopping up the potato, we're gonna head over to the kitchen and we're gonna fry these leeks and garlic up. And then we're gonna add our stock and cook that for a while with our potatoes and our broccoli. It shouldn't take too long, maybe 20-25 minutes, just until the potatoes nice and soft. And then we can eat our delicious soup. So I think we're ready to go pop everything in a pot and start cooking our lunch. So this is going to be a nice thick soup. I've added a little bit of stock, about 1.5 litres. If you wanted it to be a bit thinner, you could add about 2.5 litres of stock. But this one, I want it to be nice and thick and creamy, so I added a little bit less stock. Okay, so now to finish off our soup, I'm just going to add a little bit of kale and just stir that through. So it's still nice and hot, so the kale will cook down a little bit. So kale is super nutritious, and it's also something that you can stir through soups and stews really easily, about 5 minutes before you serve. You can swap kale for silver beet or spinach, or even beetroot leaves. So it's a really yummy and nutritious leafy green. So now what we're going to do is just use a bar mix. You could also use a blender if you have a blender at home, or a food processor. And we're just going to pop this in and make it nice and smooth.
Yum, I can't wait to try it. It was so simple to make as well.
Super easy, and you can use whatever vegetables you have at home, which is great.
I've got some spare pumpkin, so maybe I'll try that.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, pumpkin's a great thing to add. So we'd love to know what winter recipes you're cooking and how you're reducing your waste at home. So hashtag OpenTable on Instagram to show us, and yeah, we'd love to see what you're making at home.
Delicious, and don't forget to follow Yarra Libraries as well for more online content from us. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.